Okay, this is an abridged version of what I was just trying to do with a previous video. I wanted to show how to turn something from Mixcraft into MIDI. Now, say I want to export the MIDI from this Mixcraft project. What would that look like and how would I do it? Well, quite simply, I have some MIDI tracks. Let's give it a listen. This is a certain genre. Wow, that sounds great. But now we want to send it out to something else. So what we're going to do is just straight up say save as MIDI file. Sure, I want to save stuff. Let's just call that a project. Okay. Okay. This is all part of a sandbox thing that I've been trying to do. Okay. So what I'm going to call it, Bing Bong. Okay. That's about what it kind of sounds like. So we'll call that Bing Bong. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm actually just going to make a new project, something that doesn't have any tracks in it. And I saved Bing Bong onto my desktop. So what happens when I import Bing Bong? How will it look like? Oh, we see all of the tracks that we had before. Now, they are not assigned any instrument in particular, though. So let's listen to it now. Not exactly the same, right? Well, it's because we're importing it without the exact information that we need in order to understand, for it to understand what it needs to be. Like this needs to be this one weird synth instrument. We would have to actually go back in here and tell it what it needs to be. Is it going to be this? You know, that's up for interpretation. That's the whole point of MIDI. Everything gets interpreted. So, yeah, if you're exporting to another DAW and you want to get the MIDI tracks from something, you can, one of these Mixcraft projects, you can export it. It will export all the MIDI that is currently being played. So if I wanted to only do one track, I believe if I solo this one, it'll only be that track. So let's look at that. Save as MIDI file. Sure. I'm going to save it as a project again. Yeah. You see, these are the problems that I haven't figured out yet with the sandboxing method. Okay. I'm going to call this only clean because it's the 80s clean. VLC tries to open it. Yeah. Only clean. So you can see it's only this 80s clean track. If I made a new project, you can really see it. So new project, just audio tracks in a single MIDI track here. I'm going to drag this in here and see what happens. See, this is that track. So as many MIDI files as you want, you can solo and it'll combine it all into one per track for the playtime that it goes up to. So give it a shot and see what you can do with Mixcraft and interfacing with the rest of the world. Thank you.